Washington, President Eisenhower presents a plaque to Captain Eddie Rickenbacker, aviation hero of 2 world wars, honoring him as Big Brother of the Year for 1953. A salute to Eddie Rickenbacker for his labors in the Big Brother movement for the youth of America. Barbara Hutton and her husband, Porfirio RUBIROSA, leave for a Florida honeymoon. The heiress, suffering from a broken ankle, is interviewed with her 5th husband at New York International Airport.
Well, I'm just going to Florida for a rest until my foot heals.
Could you tell why you're taking this plane? Couldn't you get a reservation?
Yes, I could get a reservation, but my doctor suggested because I can't stand it all, and he thought there'd be so many people and so many of you gentlemen that would hold up the other passengers, and I couldn't stand all that waiting.
How long do you plan to spend in Florida?
Oh, about 5 or 6 weeks.
Are you going to have the plane stand by?
No. Oh, no, it's just to go down.
In a chartered plane with maid, secretary, 15 pieces of luggage, and 84 empty seats, the RUBIROSA'S begin their 4-hour flight, costing $4,500. And in a Paris hotel, a rockier international romance turns out happily for James Goldsmith from Britain and his bride Maria Patino from France. They married in Scotland despite a chase by her father, a tin king from Bolivia. MAURY Rose, former Indianapolis Speedway champion, is at the wheel for the test run of the first jet-powered car built in America. The KP-21 Firebird, with its turbo engine behind the driver, burns kerosene instead of gasoline. The sleek plastic-bodied single-seater has swept-back delta wings for stability and vertical fins, much like the Navy's Skyray jet. Built by General Motors, the KB-21 is purely an experimental car, not intended for highway use, a laboratory on wheels. It is believed capable of speeds up to 200 miles an hour, and if car styling follows airplane styling, the Firebird may speed the way into a jet age for automobiles.
Saint-Joseph-d'Armand in northern Quebec rockets into the headlines with the birth of 6 sets of twins to one mother. Unheard of in medical history, says Dr. Joseph Bergeron, arriving at Paul-Émile Tromblez's home, where Dad himself is tending the newest arrivals. This is the boy, Christiane, 7 pounds and a smile. This is the girl, Christiane, 7 pounds and a smile. And these are the other little Tromblez, including Raymond, whose twin brother died, and Clement, the only non-twin. Then there's Jacques and Jacqueline, Jules and Julienne, Ronald and Ronaldo, Francois, and you guessed it, Francine. Just keeping them in vitamins takes a dozen oranges and 5 loaves of bread daily. At bedtime, Mrs. Fortin, the father's sister, helps sort out the youngsters and file them away for the night. Thoughtful Canadians have sent about $900 to the unemployed father who is searching for work to support his big family. At the hospital, Mrs. Rosa Tromblez receives a visit from her husband. While medical history chronicles a new birth record, mother and father chat quietly with each other, probably talking about what all parents talk about, their children.
The quiet family life, a home, a hearth, and a lion. The girl is Bobbyetta Porter. The lion's name is Tex. She's 28. Tex is only 4, but they're good friends anyway. At the Porter home in Herscher, Illinois, Tex has his own section of the living room, where he's been considered one of the family ever since he was a cub. When he's bored with the radio, he'll play ball, obey commands, or wrestle, and Bobbyetta is always ready to feed him a meatball. Many lion owners forget the importance of regular dental care, and while Tex never says much, we think he'd hate it back in the jungle. On the slopes near Grindelwald, Switzerland, 5 strapping Russian girls, members of the first women's ski team ever to compete outside the Soviet Union, are ready to take on the best in the West. And off they go. Valentina Tsareva heads the Red Squad against Sweden's Inga Lauden at an international field in a warm-up meet for the World's Championship. Timers are spotted along the rugged 6-mile cross-country course. Besides Sweden's Loudon, there are women from Italy, Germany, Switzerland, and Yugoslavia. But there's no keeping up with Sareva and her victory or else ski mates. Leading the Russians to a sweep of the first 5 places, it's all in a day's work for the Soviet poker face. The Boys Club Final, an event for elves of 7 and under, holds the spotlight at the annual Silver Skates Ice Spectacle in New York's Madison Square Garden. Mark Mighty Mite Geller, who started skating only 2 years ago, flashes home the winner. Flying females take over in the finale of the girls' senior championships. Joan Russell, number 145, streaks into the lead. Flashing the backs of her blades to the rest of the pack, she sprints to victory. In the race of champions, the Daily News Welfare Association brings together America's fastest and finest skaters. The crowd thrills to a show of speed, skill, and skids. Starting out of the pack, Mario TRAFELLI, a Detroit dental student, is out front to stay. Blazing across the finish line, the Silver Skates champion of champions, Mario TRAFELLI.